Hey everybody, we're live. Canham Connection. Starting off the show with less profanity today, this week.
For now. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right.
For the first 15 minutes, right?
We're going to at least go 15 minutes without any of that stuff. Hey, Nathan.
Yes, sir.
Are you by yourself right now?
Negative.
Oh, who do you happen to have with you?
Inquiring minds want to know.
The
Are you
number one right-handed female arm wrestler in North America?
What is up?
Well,
Hi guys, how's it going?
Hashtag 315 in the house. What's up?
Hashtag 315.
No, that should be more now, right?
No, haven't gone for a PB yet in a bit.
Okay.
Nice.
315 in the house. All right, I like that.
So what do you got going on, Jocelyn?
Well, I'm here for Texas Central this weekend. I have a left-handed super match with Miss Jolene Anderson, and coming to get a little bit more roughing experience as well with Nathan, and yeah, come and have a good time.
Nice.
So are you coming to nationals this year?
I do not think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was anticipating you being in another ref clinic, perhaps.
I am hoping to get into a ref clinic at one point for level 2, but apparently I have to wait until July to do that. So, yeah,
Okay.
But it's always fun to ref with different people, and people give me lots of pointers. So.
Yeah. I hope you find somebody down there that can do that.
I think I got a connection.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah,
So should we talk about where you guys want to go first? You want to talk about the
we go
event?
Montana, right?
Let's go Montana. Clifton's already in the chat.
Well, Clifton, my friend, and he says I'm too nice. Here's the thing, man. I just think, in my personal opinion, watching it, the first two matches, I don't know if you were asleep on the go or John Terran is that much faster than you, but it was just like, man. But I will say, all you need was a bite. And I think match 3, you had that bite. But I think at that point, because of the angle of it, you couldn't really, bring it back to where you need to be in your power alley. And, but good fought anyway.
Yeah. It was nice to see in deep in a match. But, yeah, John.
John's different. John's a different level right now. Like I said, I pulled with him last month. And like I said, he's ready for his match. So he's feeling really solid.
Yeah. Clifton
RBJ, you killing me, man.
All right, you guys talk. I'm going to send Clifton an invite link. He wants to jump on here for a few minutes.
Please do.
So RBJ, I mean, Jody, I kind of told you, I don't feel like RBJ's ever pulled anybody like Saunders. Like, I just felt it was going to be an absolutely one-sided affair, and that's the way it was. Saunders was able to do what he wanted, when he wanted. Was letting RBJ get to his strong spots, and it didn't matter. He let RBJ get deep in a hook where you don't see RBJ typically lose, and he top rolled out of RBJ's incredible hand.
Now, I kind of anticipated that would happen too. Here's the problem they've run themselves into. How do you find another lifetime drug-free athlete that is going to give Sandris any kind of a challenge? Does that person even exist?
We're trying to find that person,
Saunders has so many tools. I mean, he's big, he's tall, huge long lever. Like,
it must be All-Star Week today. We got Jocelyn on here. We got Clifton now. It's an all-star show. What's up?
What's up, guys?
Tell me, won't you tell everybody in the chat? Tell Jocelyn, Nathan, Ryan, and myself. Tell everybody what you experienced, what was going through your mind, match by match. Take it away.
Okay. So first match, definitely fell asleep a little bit. But John's super fast, man. He's I don't think I've ever trained speed in the 15 years. I've been maybe a handful of times in my life. I've really never trained speed. It's always been for stopping. But kind of fell asleep a little bit, hit the go. He got me. All said and done there. Second match, same thing. He hit me. I was actually a little bit more awake. I got a little bit of a bite, but by the time that I got the bite, I was about that far from the pin pad. And, he was already there. Boom, got me. Done deal. That one, third match started. Of course, I was like, okay, well, only thing to really try now is go to the straps, under the hands, slip, get to the straps. Now, with the straps, like a lot of people are kind of, and John too, I told John this, and he believed me. Some people don't, but ready, go, we hit, it comes here, which that's my spot, especially in the straps. He hits again, it comes back, it comes here, and it just keeps doing this to my spot. Once I get here, I'm only holding with like 70% power right here. This I felt extremely strong, very under control, no issues at all. Most of the time, once I get to this spot, like with Jamie Sheldon, I will load and hit into it. My only downfall with that is that with John, was that he's got such strong side pressure still, and he's got a strong arm. I didn't want to load and hit and get like this. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to push just slowly, just one little push to see where his threshold is. And I moved him about an inch and a half, and then it hit the wall. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not blown up. I feel great. I'm not using all of my power holding here. So I was like, I'm just going to come back and sit here. And when I came back and sat, he did one more surge to see if he could move me, and my arm, nothing moved. And then he went and popped his elbow forward off the pad, which it didn't bother me at all because of the rule sets that were put in place. It should have been, I hate even saying this, but I've had about 40 freaking messages. It should have been a win on my side because it was running fouls, no restarts.
Mm-hmm. You are correct. If that was the rule set, that is a win for you. If you refuse to, you can't just take your elbow off the pad. We saw that famously with Jerry years ago.
Yeah, so he elbowed off the pad. Theoretically, you have 2 seconds to get your elbow back on the pad. If not, it's another foul. But they had elbow off the pad. Keith stopped the match and had a restart, and that's when I was screaming at the ref. The announcer was, the commentator, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I was happy just to even have the opportunity.
Clifton, 1 sec. I'm gonna jump off here for a second. I'm about to jump back. I'm at my house. I'm gonna jump back on my iPad. So I'll be right back. All right, bye.
So right on it. I got a question, and I understand your theory about loading back and then going side pressure being like this. I totally get that. Here's my thing though. Would it have helped you? And I know it's easy to play armchair quarterback, Monday morning quarterback, whatever. But did you think about ever loading and your first move should have been back rather than loading and going straight sideways?
So in the straps, I was back. If you watch, I'm sitting like this. I'm kind of sitting back like this. So then when it would come, I'm rotating out like this, and that's what stopped everything. I was able to rotate and stop, and then as he kept hitting, I was just coming forward like this to get into my foundation.
Gotcha.
It worked. I mean, like I said, I try not to. Everybody and their dogs would message me about saying, well, you got robbed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. I mean, he's a high-level puller. He's arguably #1 North America. So I'm like, I mean, for somebody like me to be able to get that chance, I was happy enough with that. Realistically, if you go off the rule set, it should have been a win in my eyes. But it is what it is. And then when I went back and looked, because everybody kept messaging me, was after we got the restart in the strap, he hits me across here. My elbow comes off the side, and I'm about this far above the pin pad, and they call a pin. And everybody was freaking out about that. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. So now I don't know, there's a lot of talk about people wanting to run that match back. And I'm one of those guys that I just, if say everything worked in my cards, say I got the ref didn't stop the match. Do I think I would have won that match? 100%. John even said himself that there was no way he was going to move me from there. I mean, I was set. Do I think it would have changed the overall outcome? Probably not. But it's one of those variables. I don't know. Could have he been gassed? Could have something happened? All I know is I'm happy that he gave me the opportunity, and it was a fun match. I appreciate him doing that, and he's already hooked me up with actually other promoters that's soon to come that I'll come out with once I know more stuff that I'm going to be doing super matches with. So
yes, and everybody in the show, Jay Clean, Scott Evans, we got Sanka, we got Lucky, we got everybody in the chat this morning. If I missed your name, sorry. Joe Meek and David Jansen, and the rest of the list goes on and on. Marco GT5, Dustin, everybody. So here's the thing. This is why I like you, because the fact that, you know what? I want to challenge myself. We didn't come into the sport just to sit there and and just kind of hang out and just kind of go, yeah, look at me, look at me. It's like, look, I'm going to put myself on the line. Win, lose, or draw, because at the end of the day, you want to know where you at.
Right.
You don't do that until you try it. And once you try it, you have a good idea and a better understanding where I'm at. Yes, looking back, there were some rounds you should have won and it didn't happen. Okay, fine, whatever. But, sometimes as an athlete, you got to look at yourself and go, you know what? Next time I'm not going to get myself in that position where
exactly
all does get made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who like to do this, and in my eyes, if you just even though sometimes it's hard to do that, and it's in a situation that you shouldn't be the one to hold yourself accountable, it's always sometimes in the best interest of the athlete is just hold yourself accountable no matter what and get better. Right. So I will be, and it was a good showcase for me. It definitely showed me, at least when it comes to power wise in a hook area, that I feel like I'm up to where those guys are. I feel like that I'm good. So now I just know that I need to practice on, my speed, a little bit more center table control, and even a little bit more hand. Because that was another thing too. A lot of people are like, well, did the hand give you any problems? And I said, no. I didn't really have too much of an issue with his hand. The main thing was really speed. Because even when he pinned me, I was never like this. It was always flat wristed coming across, getting pinned. So,
well, and like I said, and I want Ryan and Nathan and Jocelyn to chime in on this comment. So here's the thing, right? So looking at it, in hindsight, here's my thing. I always thought if you got a bite, there might be a match, but by that point you got your bite, you're already down 2-0. So it's kind of like, okay, your lane, your alley. If I can get here, I'm good. Now the issue is, how do I get to that point?
Right.
And I think John might have said, hey, I'm up to nothing. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know what John was thinking, but if I'm John, I'm thinking, all right, I'm up to nothing. Let me just go inside and see what he has. That's
right.
what I was thinking. But, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it was smart just to end the match fast. John does have something coming up in March that's already been announced. So
that Craig Tullier?
Yeah.
Yep.
For him, it's just take as little risk as possible, moving forward and staying as healthy as possible too, right? Because that's a month's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that is. I was concerned, and I was kind of scratching my head. Why would you take two matches like that back to back?
John has a hard time saying no.
Well, okay, and you're right. He does have a hard time, but at some point you got to go, okay, because what you don't want, not that John would do this, but what you don't want is, if he struggled versus Clifton, and then you go into that match with Tullier, he ain't pulled nobody in a bit, so he's fresh, right? And then you go into that match, you okay, Nathan? And you're not at your peak, and all of a sudden, if you happen to lose to Craig, and all of a sudden, well, I had a grinder with Clifton. You don't want to start using that excuse, right? I'm not saying that he would, but there's something to say about taking matches that close by,
Well, and I think Nathan's right. I don't believe that he really wanted to go into the hook, because like Nathan saying that, he's got this big match coming up. His best thing is just to get it all done with as quick as possible. I think I just was able to get a bite on him because I was even able to get the second hit where I was above the pad and got pinned. Even that one there, I still got a bite. I was ready to come back, and it was coming back. So I mean, I feel like I was actually able to stop. I can tell you right now, and I told him this too. I said, if I ever pull him again, everything will be in the straps. But
what do you guys think about that? Like Jocelyn, Ryan, Nate, what do you think about that when someone says, right out the gate, they're like, hey, you want to go in the strap? And, how do y'all feel about that, first of all? Then I give you my opinion.
Well, I'd have to get there, of course.
Well, I know how you feel about it, Jody. You want the person to earn it.
Yeah.
It's not keeping me from getting there, all I can say.
Yep.
If I know it's going to go there anyway, I have no problem with it going there right away, unless part of my strategy is to tire that person out. Then I want them to take as many hits as they possibly as I can give them in order to try to tire them out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Funny thing is when I pulled Vitor, I said, hey, you want the strap? And he kept saying no. And then every single time he let go.
Yeah. What do you think, Josh? I mean, when someone asks you want to go straight to the strap, I don't know how often you get that, but what's your opinion about all that?
Most people do not want to go in the strap with me. It's kind of your funeral for most people.
Well, we know that part.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Oh, damn!
No, but I'm not trying to come off as conceited. But at the same time, you're going to strap yourself to me good luck, right? At least outside of the strap, you have a chance to fight me, fingers and all that kind of stuff. But like you're strapped to me, now you've got to deal with my lat engagement. Now you've got to deal with the bicep. Now you've got to deal with my chest muscle, right? So it's like, good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, I agree. I think what bothers me, and so I got a counter for that, because when they say you want us to go to the strap, if you say no, you got to earn it. They're gonna ball their fist up, do that professional stuff. If you tell them no, okay, watch this. I bet we go to the strap. They're not gonna even hang on. They're gonna sit there and ball their fist and slip. Cool. I'll be like, you want to go on the strap? Fine. Yeah. You want to go on the rest grip? Then they can't get none of that stuff. Then that kind of, to me.
No, you can. You just got to be good at it.
You got to be good.
Yeah.
And, every time when I'm
like, fine, if you want to, I'm good with it.
When I'm reffing a match and it's under WAF rules, one person sets up fair and they're just sitting there. Other person's messing around. They're supposed to be getting warnings and fouls. But what always happens is the person that sits there inevitably will move something, and now it's both of them.
That's what irritates me.
Hi, hey, knuckles up, Jody. One person says ref script, it's ref script.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's funny. It's funny. I've never had a match that I've had so many people reach out to me and congratulate me and say that I did extremely good and I got into the hook and I lost 3-0 and I'm getting matches now presented to me. I feel like it's super weird because I'm like, I lost 3-0. Why am I getting praised for this? I should be working harder.
Your stock can go up in a loss.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie's not at John's level. And
right.
You're able to get a stop on John in the strap in your power shows that there's a lot of potential there, right? Because John is looking like a world beater right now.
See, the thing is, Clifton, John is a much harder guy to match up right now. So
right.
You've got you who just, hung in there with him. There's 100 matches out there that would be entertaining for a promoter to line up with you involved. John,
yep.
I mean.
I think stylistically, if you could find a good match, a match with a good hook puller, so you're going to meet in your, your power to get building that your stock up would be
right.
an ideal thing. Like stylistic matchups to start with, and then you start venturing out into finding the top rollers that you're competitive with and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I definitely got to get my speed down. I know it's something. I'm sure Ryan's going to get about 8 million messages from me on Facebook at some point of me asking about speed.
If I get 8 million messages from you, Clifton, I'm blocking you.
Okay, well, maybe 2 million. just because it's going to be definitely I'm a huge strength puller and trainer, and I'm all about hand and rise, and the speed thing is a completely different realm. But I feel like coming out of this thing, I seen where my strengths were, I seen where I'm as good as I feel like some of those guys, and I also seen my gaps, and I feel like if I fill those gaps, I should be pretty well rounded.
Well, yeah. I mean, I work my strengths too, but I work my weaknesses more than I ever work my strengths. I
Right.
training on my weak spots.
I just have never been flashed like that, so like that's where I was like, okay, this is new to me.
Well, I'll tell you straight up. I mean, I was that guy, lost a match and got opportunities and stuff. And so I knew that, okay, I got to make it count. Once I get these opportunities, I got to make them count, And that's pretty much, where I'm at. So yes, you can, stock, like Ryan said, your stock can go up in a loss,
Right.
Nothing else. That third match was like, oh, okay, let's go.
Well, I can tell you guys right now that within the next 6 to 12 months, and I've known Ryan for quite a while. I'm sure he believes me at least that I will be a completely different arm wrestler in 6 to 12 months. Just because I'm a very goal-oriented individual, and I don't stop until I get what I want. So it's gonna be good.
Well, if you got time, can we change gears for a second? Because you were there, and I want everybody, right? I want all 5 of you guys on the show, everybody in the chat. Sandra's RVJ, because I'm seeing in the chat, RVJ is irrelevant now, and, he hasn't been good in a while. What was the vibe like, Clifton? You were there in person?
Just the event?
No, I meant the match with
just
RVJ
the match. I mean, it was a good vibe. It's I think RVJ is a really good puller, and he does really well in certain things. I think this one was a little too much, I think. But I feel like RVJ is one of those guys that, like, if he would start training a lot more, which I know I talked with him a little bit, and he's going to start doing a lot more training. I think he's one of those guys that'll increase and just go crazy like he, like before. I mean,
I look at them two sides of both sides of the fence, right? Like the last 3 opponents RBJ has had that have been international opponents. What's happened?
Right.
Sasha and Zurab.
Sasha just played with him. Zurab beat him. I mean, yeah, Rob had moments in the match, but it was never really close. And now Saunders did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. So, I mean, right now, Rob's level for North America is still very, very, very good. And he's super competitive and one of the best in North America. But on an international stage, if he wants to be taking big matches like that, he's going to have to go to back to the drawing board.
Right.
I'm hoping, my boy, if you're watching out there, Rob and dude, use that match, that loss, as motivation, because by the time March 21st rolls around and we're in Philadelphia and you got a match against Lee Weber, nobody you should sleep on. I'm telling you, like, dude, like, come on, man.
I have Rob the clear favorite against Lee Weber. Like,
what's that?
I have Rob as the clear favorite against Lee Weber. Like,
yeah.
Personally. But I mean, if Rob comes in and it's flat, then he can very easily lose that match as well.
What did you guys think of the whole event, like, from watching it?
I found myself, the high point, I thought their production was pretty good. Like, their camera angles were actually really good for the matches. I thought the commentary was good. A little too much fake smoke, but whatever.
Right.
Production value for a promotion that's free was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself lacking interest when I see someone dominate one arm and then they've got a super match with someone else on their other arm. So I kind of get that now that we're starting to get away from guys pulling both arms in a super match. But overall, the event was okay.
There was over $12,000 thrown on the tables after the initial bets.
So Let me kind of speak on that. It's almost like it's an auction, is it not? Where you guys are up there and okay, the initial match is $300, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'll put 200. Well, I'll put 250. I got extra 100. It's like going. It's like
the weirdest. It's the weirdest thing ever because I've always told everybody it's like betting on dogs and horses, except you're not making any money. You're just giving money away. That's all you're doing. And I mean, two of the matches. One match got up to $3,000. One match got up to $3,500. The average was $800 of on the table.
If you're the guys that only had like the 300 on the table, you're looking at everybody going, "Well, piss on all of you."
Right, and that happens. Like last year, there was guys that everybody's like $700, $800, $900, and there's guys that only had $200 on their table.
I will say that. Okay, this is just for me as a professional, from a professional arm wrestler perspective, and as a ref. The low point for me was having those two girls on the table. That scared the ever living shit out of me.
Yeah, I agree to that.
And on a live too.
Yeah,
that's not something.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
But I thought, like Keith Michelle, well-renowned rep, I thought he would have stopped that and not let it go the way it did, but not let it get to that point, But
like I said, like Robert knocked the production out of the park. They killed it. Having the live Gage, stop. Having the live money come on the table, that's a cool feature because you don't see that anywhere else, right? That's a standalone thing you guys are doing, which is cool. But like I said, like with having those girls up there, I was like, I literally was doing this the whole time.
I was in the back warming up for me and John because I didn't even know that was going to happen. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm ready to get out there and arm wrestle. And I see that and I was like, okay, I'm just going to look away and do my thing.
It's so, especially from like a referee perspective, like, I've reffed arm breaks. I reffed Ryan's tricep tear. I've reffed more than injuries than I ever care to ref again. But like, I know that referees do their best in situations like that, but it only takes that and it's over.
Right.
Even in experienced pullers, you know what I mean? Like with Ryan, like it took a split second and his tricep let go.
Right.
Yeah, it don't take much, but
I know everybody I talked to there, because I asked, have you ever been to any event that's been like this? And pretty much everybody said they've never been to anything like this with the type of money that's been thrown around.
Well,
to what do we owe the pleasure, Tim?
What's up, dog?
What up?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. I mean, and I like the auction thing because no one else is doing it. So it's kind of unique in its own way. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, they're doing their thing as long as nobody else kind of steals that idea. I like that, because there are some good pullers who hang out in that Mountain Armbender League or whatever, that they might not get that national, attention, so to speak.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
right,
like I said, yeah, you lost 3-0, but don't use this as like, well, I got my butt kicked. Nah, fuck that shit. You hung in there, match 3, you fucking made him work. Hey, you solidified that. Hey, this is why you're getting those calls and text messages and emails and all that kind of stuff. So kudos, my friend.
Still weird to me, but I'll take it.
Yes.
Hey, good. I want to send a shout out to Jordan Sill. He looked pretty thick, pretty strong.
That guy's a monster in person, man. He was giant.
Yeah, Jordan was bigger there. Like I don't know if video was, like they say, the camera adds 10 pounds, but he looked bigger there at 235 than he did at Arizona State in that round robin.
Well, he was significantly bigger than the last time I seen him, and that was like 6-7 months ago. And he was huge.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting ready for something.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Well, he does have a match in Idaho coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something else. I don't know.
Well, are you trying to hint at something or what?
Well, I'm just trying to start a rumor. That's all.
Oh, I thought this was. I thought this was going to be one of those after dark episodes. Timmy, what's up, man? What's on your mind? What you got going on, sir?
Not shit. I'm just hanging out. Join the party late, working on shit.
Oh yeah, what's the latest and greatest?
What did I miss?
We're just kind of going over Clifton's match with John Terrian, basically the entire show so far, and kind of touching based on RBJ's loss to Saunders, which I think RBJ will bounce back. So,
you know what we have to get to though, Tim?
What's that?
You might be the right guy to kick us off here. We got to start talking about East versus West.
Let's do it.
We're gonna
All right. I'm gonna head out, guys.
All right, thanks for
Good
jumping
seeing
on.
you guys.
Oh, good old East versus West.
Yeah, is it true? Is this accurate? I only see 7 matches.
No.
No.
Okay, well, this is full card of all the
4
matches with an arrow pointing down, and it's showing me 7 matches.
Really?
I'm sure there's more matches.
Oh, here are 16 matches.
What?
There's I thought there was 14.
There's somebody I would like to see on that card.
Well, I'm on the website, so if you got the list, let's go through it.
I'm on the
For
website.
Dallas. Go ahead. Let's go. Michael Todd's winning. There, I said it.
We're jumping to Michael Todd already? He's the
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm excited. My bad.
Okay.
I really
Build up, Jody. It's all about the build up. Come on.
I kind of blew my load on that one. My bad. Sorry, y'all. Let me get my pen and my notepad.
Let me grab my Palm Pilot.
Palm Pilot.
Let me grab my Palm Pilot. Hey. Never mind.
Go ahead. What we got?
What do you got, Tim?
Prediction show. Special guest.
There's not many matches. Yeah.
After dark.
All right, we're gonna have to do a short after dark this time because I got a hard stop. As usual, Jody is frozen.
You want this? Go lay down.
Tim, you there? Jocelyn, you there?
I'm here.
It's just Jody that's frozen.
What?
Okay.
Is Nathan trying to act like a hard ass again with his dog?
No, I'm getting his e-collar. Get up there.
Yeah, okay.
And Jody activated his Palm Pilot. It kicked onto his Wi-Fi, and it deactivated whatever he's using
All I gotta
to
do is show,
talk to us.
show it to him, and he changes demeanors.
Okay.
Well, that's right. There's an event in Texas this weekend, isn't there?
Central, yep.
That's right.
We know what the main event is. We're talking one half of it right now.
Yeah. Well,
That's right.
Ladies are still in the spotlight from the men this weekend.
Love it.
As it should be.
For some reason, I thought that was next weekend. I didn't know.
no, we have we have 3 rankings matches to give. We want to give Jolene ample time between her matches. So, by the time she pulls Jocelyn to the time she pulls Elizabeth, it'll probably be a good hour. That way, she's got more than enough time to build up and get ready for a match. So.
You say Central. What town is it in?
It's in Dallas.
What time does it start?
Around noon.
All right, my thing just reloaded and it
Okay.
added 4 more matches here.
The last time I did that, it was brutal. I flew in. I got there at like 11:30. Went and had Ryan tear his arm up, and then I came home at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I have 11 matches, is what I have.
you guys really set me up for failure there.
I did.
I redeemed myself.
Reffing the match.
I had to go to Knuckles Up and redeem myself.
Isn't everything at least 10% the ref's fault?
No, it was 100% Tim's fault because he told you to press.
It's 20% rough.
20% ref.
Pretty
Well,
sure.
how much blame do you get then, Ryan?
None.
You needed a stronger tricep because it was the perfect move.
It was the perfect move. Man, I don't know how much stronger my tricep could have been.
I think it was too strong, so it ripped. It was
right.
so tight.
You
It
know,
ripped.
I think too, like the press worked really good on that first when you caught him off guard with it. And then
It worked good the second time, too.
it did, but I think he gave some he slid back on the pad a little bit and was able to give a little bit of side pressure back into it. And that kind of, I think, is what did it.
Well, we'll never know what would have happened in that match.
Well, you never know. You might run it back.
I won't be pressing against him. Maybe we'll run it back someday.
I'm sure
Off topic. Do you know who looks really huge right now in Texas?
Do what?
You know who looks really huge right now?
Who's that?
Brian Sitton.
Oh, Brian's massive right now.
Oh my God.
But the thing is, like, so Brian's big, but he's also leaned out some.
I'm just saying his arms look like.
Oh, he's giant, right?
I saw a video of him. I was like, damn, Brian. I had to hit him up. I was like, what do you got going here? What are you doing?
Yeah, Brian right now looks incredible. So,
Well, Jody, you got your
Hey,
you
Jody,
got your pilot fired up.
welcome to the party.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would ever be late to this fucking show, but thanks for showing up.
No, wow, really?
Kettle.
He did it.
Look here, man. I'm dealing with some winter issues back here. Something you don't know nothing about these days, okay?
Hey, nothing but 80 and sunshine, baby. I'm cold.
Yeah,
in my
okay.
house. It's 76 in here.
I'm not trying to hear that right now.
Winter issues. You guys have no idea.
I was gonna say, you guys have no idea.
Hey,
Touche.
Yeah.
So it's your first
nonstop snow right here.
So the first match you got, Ryan, is the same as mine. Vasily versus Stoyan.
Yep. Yep.
That's hard to bet. For me, it's hard to bet against Stoyan.
To
be honest.
Well, who's recording these picks?
Jody.
Jody, you got your pen and paper, your Palm Pilot, your.
What was the name?
Vasily. I can't remember how to say his last name.
I can't even spell these names.
Vasily, Vasily, and Stoyan, Stoyan.
Just ask the international. Never mind. Can't say that on YouTube, probably.
What?
Anyways.
I know nothing of these gentlemen. I'm gonna say Vasily. Yeah.
Stoyan. I mean, Stoyan's been doing this for so long. He's so good.
I will also go Stoyan.
I'm going to go with whatever Jody said.
Vasily, got it. These two you'll recognize, Jody. It's fine.
Frank Lamparelli is next.
Yeah, and Sergey Kalyanchenko.
Ooh.
This is an interesting match. I'll pick first. I'm going to take Kalyanchenko.
Yeah, same.
Well, we do know that Frank's going to top roll him.
3-1.
He's going to try.
He's definitely going to try. I have a feeling Sergey's going to be ended up like this.
And he pulls like that, okay.
Yeah, he pulls very well like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Frank. There's something about him that I like when he does this thing, and I think if he gets here, if he stays here and bleeds him out, he might be in that match.
I'm taking Frank as well.
Yeah, you would.
Wow, it's not even an American yet, and you're giving me crap. Now there is.
Now there is.
And this is a 105 match, too.
Brad Grundy, who we thought was retired, against Bacho.
Where's Bacho's weight?
They're 105,
231.
Probably going to be 231 pounds for this match.
He'll be 231 for the weigh-in. Man. I mean, Bacho, man, I know it's a totally different stylistic match than when, like, Rorzinski and Brad, but, I mean, even against Reno, it wasn't easy for Reno to beat Bacho.
Yeah, I'm going to take Bacho.
I think it's hard to bet against Bacho in this match.
Jason Berlow says,
I'm going to put it up.
Oh, man, that is funny. That was funny.
Well, they're not, but they're going to send a video of it and then
I
say
think
that.
Bacho's a clear favorite in this match.
Oh, that was great.
Who's picking Bacho?
Brad Grundy's going to come in at 320 pounds and say he weighed in 4 days ago.
I'm going to weigh myself after the show, give it to Tim, so my weigh-in will be correct by December. So we're all good.
Ryan, didn't you say you're taking Bacho as well?
I did.
I will say, Ryan is very good at cutting weight, and I do believe that Ryan will be close to 250 the day that he pulls.
Who?
And I'm gonna give it to Ryan.
Who's Ryan? Who?
Or Brad.
What are you even saying?
I was like, hold on a second.
Brad.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I was like, who? Bowen?
You've got Bowen on the brain here.
Yeah. No, but Brad's really good at cutting that weight. He's very good at it, and he puts it on well and right. So
this will be his first time at 105 though in a while. He's always been heavier.
No, he pulled. Well, I guess in a while, but Wasn't that Matt Mass match at 105?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure it was.
I thought that was 115, maybe.
I think it was 105, and I think that the next day that they were both up to like 248-ish.
Wow.
Are you ready for a left arm match?
Thank you.
Alex Kurdecha,
Oh,
David Dadikan.
The good old peg holder match. Dadikan's going to ruin him.
Oh, man. I completely disagree with a left-handed match.
I mean, we both saw them give Morozov hell.
Sweep 3-0.
Oh, Tim, I'm going Kurdecha just because you said that.
Yeah,
I was going to go the other way, but I'm going to go Kurdecha.
No, I'm going Alex.
I'm taking Dadikian. I just think I mean, obviously Alex is going to be the far bigger human being. I just think that it's going to look very similar to when Kurdecha pulled Morozov, and I just think it's going to be very, very similar to that.
This is where Kurdecha got to use that frame. His height, weight, you got to use all of that.
Dadikan's a big guy, too.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
It was hard for Morozov to top roll him. He clamps down so hard, and he takes it all away.
And he's fast to a spot too.
Yeah.
Super.
And I think Kurdecha is going to have to come down too far, and he's not going to be able to get that rise enough.
That's okay. Everybody hate on this. That's cool. Yeah, I'm picking Alex. Ryan's picking Alex.
I'm picking Alex. Sorry, guys. We'll rub it in when he wins.
Fia and Malin is the next match.
Fia and Malin, that's...
I don't want to vote for that. No, you know what? Hold on. Don't say nothing. Jocelyn, take it away.
I don't know. I want to go with Malin with this one.
Yeah, you know what? She is like...
Malin's always been Fia's kryptonite.
She's like the older sister, you know? She just knows. Like, they've been training together for decades. Same team for decades. I'm taking Malin.
I think Malin wins it because she's so lightning fast. Like, Malin's so fast and so explosive. That I think.
I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble. I love
I'm going Fia.
But Fia's going to sweep, and it's going to be emotional, and it's going to be awesome.
Is that just vape in that thing you're smoking there, Tim?
We'll find out.
But,
Oh, I thought that was a hookah.
you got like the...
Yeah. Fia's going to sweep.
Now, over the years, we've seen these two match up on WAL, you know, and other, you know, promotions and stuff like that. It was always that. And I don't mean this it was always that where, you know, one of these days I'm going to get you. One of these days I'm going to get you. And now I got you.
Yeah.
It's a tall mountain to climb, especially at 70 kilos. I mean, that's
Historically, how do they do on the right though? Like
Malin.
this is pre my time there, but
Malin typically. I think from what I remember,
Malin's got more wins, but
you know, when you pull against somebody and you're like right there, but that one person is always in front of you and they always beat you, and it's like going, okay, you know, at some point, you know, enough's enough. Friendships aside, sisterhood aside, I'm coming to do that. Then when I beat you, I'll give you a big old hug and a kiss, and we can go on doing our thing like we always do. That's what's going to come down to. That's what I'm saying. Fia. Fia. That's what I'm saying right now.
I don't normally give hugs and kisses after my matches.
Yeah. I get that.
Maybe hugs.
Way more active nowadays.
Yes, GB. Malin is bigger in person. Yes, you are correct.
another left arm match.
Oleg Zok versus Daniel Prokopchik
At 85 kilos.
at 85 kilo. World title. All these ones we've been talking about since those first four have been world titles.
I got Oleg.
I'm going. You know what I'm taking? I'm thinking this match goes to the strap, and as soon as it gets in the strap, Daniel's going to hit that spot where he just does not move, and Oleg's eventually going to gas out. If we're talking Oleg Zok prior to the car accident, Oleg Zok all day.
But we haven't really seen that version yet. I know it's coming up, but we haven't seen that version since that. Correct.
Is it?
What's that?
I'm taking Prokopchik.
Yeah, I'm taking Daniel Prokopchik as well.
Okay, I'll be the only one to take Oleg. Okay, it's all right.
I got Daniel.
Daniel, so this next match is the one I'm honestly probably one of the most excited about on the card.
Petrenko and Betkili?
Yes.
Okay. Left arm.
Yes.
209-pound world title.
This match has me super
Yeah.
because Oleg's coming back down, and we saw the war that Oleg was able to give Alijan. I mean, that was not an easy match for Alijan by any means, those first couple rounds.
Yeah.
But Betkili right now is just looking ungodly strong.
What's up, Neil? Welcome to the show.
There he is. I'm taking Betkili. I just think we're
I'm
going to
leaning
see.
towards Betkili as well.
It's close though. I mean, that's a coin toss. That one.
But it's going to be an absolutely screamer of a match. It has to be.
That's a good card. Yeah.
I don't know. Because, I mean, because it is left, I'm just like, it makes you kind of stop for a second. So, I'm picking Petrenko.
Same. I got Petrenko.
All right. So next is Irakli Zirakashvili versus Todd Hutchins.
Todd's going to be too much again, I think. I think Todd just...
Oh, yeah. I think we're all on board with that one.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to
Todd's
agree.
quote of "You'll see why I was banned from the 95 kilo classes" could be very factual.
Yeah.
Because Todd walks around at what, 100, not even 100 kilos.
98-ish.
Yeah, 98, 97, 98. So, I mean, it's an easy cut. He just cuts out a 6-pack of beer on his flight over there, and he's 95 kilos.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah, he has to, nowadays, if he's over 100, he's trying to be over 100. He's not. It's not like he's just walking around there. He has to try to get over 100 now.
Irakli's going to have the better top roll. I don't think anybody's going to question that. But if Todd keeps any pronation with that wrist kick back, it's a terrible day for Irakli.
Especially, getting the strap in there. Yeah, it's a little different. I think we all agree on that one.
Well, next up is another left arm match. Left arm super heavyweight world title.
There's more left arm matches on this card than it.
I'm loving it.
The rise of the left. Vitaly Leletin versus Artem Morozov.
Vitaly, right now, he's going to slide that elbow to the front of the pad, get more height, and he's going to sit there and load hard and just bam.
Vitaly's not a big loader though. He's
going to have to this match.
Morozov's going to kill him.
Did you see how big Morozov looked in that last bit? He is so big right now.
I don't care. I'm taking Leletin.
I mean, Morozov. I'm picking Vitaly as well, but Morozov is bigger than he's ever been.
Morozov.
Quite terrifying.
Am I the only one picking Morozov?
You are the only one.
Yes, you are.
It's the easiest one I had on this whole card.
I mean, I see the match from both sides of the fence. I could see Vitaly making it look just like the right arm match. I could see.
I've reffed a lot of those matches.
He could go
right in person.
But I also see a world where Morozov's just that strong on the left and holds him up too. So,
yeah, we will see. Here we go. There's the one that Jody wanted to talk about half an hour ago.
Woo!
Monster Michael Todd, Hermes Gasparini, right arm super heavyweight with world title implications.
I will be taking Hermes and continuing my streak of picking against Michael because every time I do, he wins.
So you're picking against him so he wins.
The last 5 times Michael's pulled, I have picked against him and he's won.
Okay, so this is a strategy on your part.
I'm just going to keep the streak alive, apparently.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess
I
that
do
makes
think
sense.
this is the hardest match Ermi has faced since his bicep tear, hands down, stylistically, everything. You're facing one of the best top rollers on planet Earth with an amazing press as well. So that's everything that beats a King's move.
You know, I always thought over the years, like Michael reinventing himself, you know, it's kind of a weird thing that I didn't really believe until now. And I think he's finally that guy that could be the next guy for Levon. But this is the obstacle.
I mean, whoever wins it gets Levon. So
I believe that Michael will win this match.
But he doesn't win this match 3-0 if he wins it, in my opinion.
Probably not, no.
I think it's probably going to go all 5 rounds. It has the potential to go all 5 rounds.
What scares me about I'm picking Michael. I'm gonna have all my fucking Michael monster gear on and shit. 'Cause I'm rooting for him. Yay! But this is what I'm saying. What worries me about that is that something kind of bothered me with the training. I'm gonna set a record for doing all this kind of stuff. I'm like, man, don't get caught up in all that stuff and just do what you got to do to make sure you come in there healthy. Don't be trying to fucking do these personal PRs and don't get sucked up in drinking the Kool-Aid. You have a potential big match that can lead to the match of all matches. Don't sit there and do that stupid shit. Now, what frightens me is the fact that Michael does have that shoulder press. But if you notice, though, he can be predictable. He only has this or he has that. That is it. And you know, off the go, if he doesn't get that quick pin, he reverts back to that just like that. And if you go like that, and Hermes will sit there and fucking and get this, you know, and come in like that, that might create a problem.
I mean,
for Michael.
They did make the Todd pipe the first time he pulled Michael, and that's primarily what he's been training with since the match was, since the ink dried on the contract, I guess, between the two. So,
because the last time these guys pulled, you know, Hermes was what, 220? You know, this is
Maybe.
a bigger version, better version, stronger version than the last time you pulled them, fucking what, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever the hell it was. So, you know, but I think, you know, he is super zoned in, meaning Michael, about this match because he can just taste it. If there is a guy out there who could present an obstacle where Levon has to really think, it's this guy right here, Michael Todd. I'm telling you right now, he's so unorthodox. And, you know, the thing is, he has the back pressure. We all know back pressure, I'm not going to say is the kryptonite to Levon, but he's not as powerful as he is. I don't care if it's the second Devin Levon match 1, back pressure. He had to work for it. Hermes, to get to that press, he had to get the back pressure first. Jared was all front. That's why Levon just rolled over him like a fucking picnic table. You have to have some kind of back pressure. Michael has that. So I think before we get to that point, Michael wins this, and then boom, Michael Levon start the build up. Sorry, I said too much.
I got to put this up there.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
Tim?
So isn't it weird? Like we're talking, think about the card placement here, and I know Todd versus Hermes is a huge match, but there's like 5 world title matches that happen before we get to this one. And
Hey, whoa. Did y'all pick?
I did. I picked Hermes.
Yeah, you picked Hermes?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because, but we all know you want Michael.
I really, really want Michael to win. I think we all want Michael to win.
But
if Hermes comes in like Hermes did against Levon or even close, I've said it for so long, Hermes will be the next person to take down Levon. He was this close and technically is the one who has the last 2 wins on him because Levon forfeited.
Boy.
I don't think, I mean, Hermes.
But
And
then
I
you follow
really,
that up
really
with a terrible
really
performance.
want Michael Todd to win. Really bad. But
I think Hermes went from that match into a match with Devin where he did not look good. So had that match not happened, I might pick Hermes in this one.
So what are we all saying? You never really gave me an answer. You just gave me an explanation.
Michael Todd is my guy.
Okay.
Tim took Hermes as well.
But I'm going to say this because there's two matches I really want to see Levon pull. Michael Todd and Vitaly. Those are the two guys I really want to see Levon pull next. I said it.
All right. So we have a main event. And again, main event,
yes,
not for a title.
It's going to be Jolene and Jocelyn. There's your main event.
Nah, do you see how big Devin is right now? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you see what Gennady said about it?
No.
He said Fat Devin's going to get tired. That's what Gennady said.
Oh my gosh.
I think that Devin, I think he's still pissed off about losing to Gennady, and I think he goes out and honestly makes a statement over Gennady with this one and just dominates it 3-0.
I think he's going to win as well.
Did he shave his head? Did he shave his head yet?
Yeah.
I mean, he's big right now.
I'll take him for the win. I can almost guarantee you that I'll be pissed off after the match is over for one reason or another. It won't just be straight up win.
I could almost guarantee you'll be pissed off at the press conference before the match happens.
That's because I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I'll watch the press conference.
Devin with the win.
I will guarantee you his match will be 48 minutes.
Oh, what's the over/under on that?
I don't know about that.
I'll take the under.
I'll take the over on that.
I'll take the under.
Total time,
Just,
like from announcement to final announcement.
No, from like the setup as in
First grip up.
Yeah,
first grip up to Neil talking to him on stage.
to the announcement of the winner.
Over 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and highlight that, Espy.
Which one?
The one what Neil said. He says he has a unique take. Here it goes. I have a unique take on the who is the most dangerous for a Levon thing. I feel like Vitaly was extremely unlucky not to get in the win against Hermes, and that Vitaly is so much more dangerous than Levon.
I agree. Just for size, forearm length, hand, all that.
I agree.
I 100% agree with Neil.
So who'd you pick, Tim?
Ryan Espy.
Got it.
Oh.
I got Devin.
And when's the press conference?
Friday.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I'll be at work.
Wednesday.
Washing my hair that day.
I got a haircut planned.
Yeah, I'm going to get braids, so it's all right.
Same.
All right, everybody. We have predicted everything. And now it is time for us to go because we have a 2-minute after dark to do.
Jocelyn, welcome to the After Dark. All right.
So excited. I'm like, I've always wanted to be part of this.
Yeah, because there you go, Tim. Thumbs up, baby. Because I tell you right now.
I'll highlight one of Jay Clean's comments just because we haven't paid much attention to Jay Clean today and he needs some attention.
You know what would be funny, Ryan? What if somebody dropped a $50 super chat to go, hey, I want to know what the After Dark is. Here's a $50 super chat.
Oh, that'd be something. But they're running out of time.
Man, that's funny.
5 seconds.
Or wait.
That is
So
funny.
long, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with the review.
Dum dum.
Uh-oh.